Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. We've just beaten Chelsea 3-2 at the Bridge. Yes, and a nice day. You know, first leg of obviously the Carabao Cup for you, Lee. Then, so Arsenal Yard man, I said the same thing. Are you singing Wembley, or is it just half time?
Well, no, like I don't know how I feel about it today. Really, it's a mixed bag because I think like 3-2 flatters him.
It does,
and it makes us look quite bad in a way that we like let them off the hook.
Because of the 11 we had and the 11 they had?
Yeah, a little bit of that. When I see going here today, before I see the teams, I took a draw, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Fair.
When I see their team and all their best players are not playing, you think, right, okay, we'll have it, right? We should win this. And then I'm looking at half time. I'm sitting here. That is the most comfortable as I've seen a semi-final. You know, it looked like we was going to win 2-0, 3-0. Get the 2-0. And I don't know, we just sort of switched off a little bit, like a little bit of complacency. Odegaard should just clear it. He tries a little flick. Zubimendi slips. They score. And you think, okay, right, we go up another level. We go up another level, score again.
Yeah.
And then you think, right, that's it. Like, see the game out. And the Garnacho's on the, you know, from a corner.
Again.
No one's picking him up. No one's marking him. He's poor. But, you know, listen.
So you're conflicted, innit? You don't know how to feel. I can see you're like, you can be. Some fans be annoyed at this performance, and also but you've won.
Because you have a look at it like we're levels above that team.
Yeah, agreed.
We're like levels above that team today. That is as poor a Chelsea team as you're going to see. Not because of the players that they've got missing. You know what I mean? Like, but so you think to yourself, right? If we was like that back in the day, they'd pump us.
Yeah, they would pump
us. You know
us.
what I mean? Like, they'd take us to 5-6s and all that. There was an opportunity there for us today to really pump them 4-5-1. I feel we let them off the hook.
Yeah.
But in saying that, the positive is we've come to Stamford Bridge, not lost again. We've won, you know, and taken a 1-0 lead, you know, which you would basically be very, very happy with before a ball was kicked.
100%. But then, like you said, I think the factors of seeing the 11, when I saw the 11, I said, bloody hell, I saw their bench, no Reece James, no Caicedo, no none of that, no Cole Palmer. I said, we should be smacking them. Yeah. In the end.
We did. Well, we did smack them. We was all, but at the end of the day,
soft in the end.
We let them off the hook.
Yeah.
I can't help that. Like, you know, we let them absolutely off the hook. And
does that worry you for the reverse fixture? Or do you say, do you know what?
It worries me going forward. You know what I mean? We've got to be a little bit more ruthless. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen Arsenal for many years. You know what I mean? Like, get in front and then be ruthless. I didn't think we was ruthless today. It was like, dare I say it, we took our foot off the gas. And
did City, were they ruthless against Newcastle last night? Do you think?
I'm not worried about Man City.
Yeah, well, obviously they might.
But at the end of the day,
we might be playing them.
You know, they played yesterday. They weren't great, but they got the job done. 2-0 is better than 1-0, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? That's how you got to look at it. Like, and I tell you what, now Newcastle are a far better team than Chelsea today. You have to say that.
That's very true. Actually, you're right. Chelsea didn't really. They didn't even really huff on.
Listen, like, you've got to take the positive today, right? Is that I think most majority of Arsenal fans are all happy.
Yeah.
But they're all a little bit like, oh, you've come to Chelsea and beat them comfortably. Really, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If they won't put out that same in a couple of weeks' time. That's the worry you've got.
Yeah.
Is that you had a chance to finish it tonight and we haven't finished it. So that's where you're a little bit worried. But listen, it was a comfortable win. I didn't think we really got out of second, third gear tonight.
That's what kind of does slightly annoy me a little bit, that we could have put the games, we could have put the whole semi-finals to bed tonight. There was there was chances from Arsenal. I don't think you felt worried at all from Chelsea's.
No, listen, we could have been 8 points in front in the league. We could have been this. We could have been that. You know, that's what I'm worried about. Like, you know what I mean? We haven't been ruthless enough in the league at times. When I look back at the Liverpool game, and tonight I look at that game. And I feel.
Did he go for the draw? Did he go safe? Is it on the man? Is it the players? Where are you at?
I see Declan Rice. He was on his ironing board because he was pressing today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you could see him pressing. But I don't know. Listen, I will say that. You know what I mean? They charged us double the money that we're charging them. But it was an entertaining game. I enjoyed the game. It was a good game, good cup tie, open and all that. Like, and we was by far the better side. You know. And listen, at the end of the day, look, we've come here and we ain't lost, you know. You're going to the Emirates now with a goal lead, you know, like teams wouldn't be happy if they was level, you know what I mean? So we're in a good position.
We're in a good position. Talk to me about this moment in the game. He made the subs. When you question about attacking subs at times, he brings off our midfielder, brings off Declan Rice, which in my opinion, then it kind of fell apart a little bit. But he brought on Havertz, that's an attacking sub. He brought on Jesus. I want you to just talk about that moment. Did it feel like we lost control then at that time, or did you feel like
Listen, I think you have to look at that, and I think like the first substitutions, and let's get this right.
Go on.
But if we're going to look to criticise Mikel, we got the team selection right today. He put Ben White in at right back, he scores, you know what I mean? And I thought we'd done well. I thought the first bunch of substitutions were good.
Yeah.
You know, we kept it going. It was like we looked at it and thought, oh, the game's won, we rest Declan Rice. And listen, that's why you've got to do that. I understand why he done that today.
Game on the weekend.
Because you've got a game on Saturday. You're bringing on players that should see out the game. You know what I mean? And we didn't make any changes to the back four. The back four stayed the same. So we changed in the midfield and things like that. I felt that, you know, by bringing on Marino instead of Odegaard, who makes our third goal, Marino with the pass.
Fair,
so
fair.
the substitutions I've not got a problem with. Like, I do think that the substitutions in the end were probably to give Kai Havertz a few minutes and also to give a couple of players a bit of a break. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Finally, Gyökeres, goal and assist. Is it one that you're
Goal of the season. Goal of the season. My nan could have scored that, and she's passed away in 2004.
God bless her soul.
You know what I mean? But in saying that, what I say about it, he's got to be in a position to score it. Like, you know, I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing. And I have to say, like, you know, this is the trouble when you're playing a goalkeeper like Kepa, ain't played regular. Should do a lot better for the second goal. Should do a lot better. He's come out a bit weak. But he made a couple of good saves and all that. Look, all in all, I'm pleased that we've won the game. But there's a slight,
I get that.
If only. That's the only thing.
Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.